SGC here, and we're back with a first impression. Satisfaction Season 1, Episode 1. An original drama series that premiered on USA Network, and it's created by Jablonski. Jablonski has worked as a producer for Suits, Betrayal, Nip Tuck, and Law & Order, so he has this people thing, drama thing down, probably. For the main cast, we got Matt Passmore, Stephanie Szostak, Michelle DeShon, Katherine LaNasa, Blair Redford, and Deanna Russo. So the basic premise for this is about an investment banker by the name of Neil Truman, played by Matt Passmore, and he finds out that his wife, Grace, Stephanie Szostak, is having an affair with another man who's like an escort. And throughout the episode, he somehow gets his hand on the guy's phone, and somehow he gets the escort's clients, and I think he's just, I don't know what the hell he's thinking, but instead of confronting his wife, he does an affair himself, and he's like, whoa, this is weird, and he talks to the client, and she's like, I love my husband, blah blah blah, but I need to fulfill my needs. And he's like, whoa, interesting. And then I guess he's trying to understand his wife through this way, and he's trying to be a better dad, and I guess this is pretty much the entire episode. So as the first episode, it's interesting to deal with how unhappy Neil is with his life in general, like with his job, with his family, and it's interesting to note that he really takes that upon himself, and he just like breaks out, he's like, I'm sick of this, what are we doing for the world? He's just not content with what he's doing. And yeah, I know this is sort of against the whole sleeping around thing that I always preach about, but I don't know, it's interesting to know how he's discovering his wife through other women as he's trying to understand why his wife would do this. And obviously the catch or the hook at the end of the episode is that she's calling the escort once again, and he's, what am I supposed to do here? I try to be a better husband, I stuck around for a longer time than I need to be, or I should be anyway, and now you're still calling the escort? And it's like interesting character development, I would say, into him being just, he's gonna be pissed off, and I totally wonder what's gonna happen in the second episode. So yeah, basically I will stay for this just to see where it goes, because it's an interesting concept of Neil Truman being such a, oh, I'm such an awesome guy, but I don't have time for my wife, but now when other women call me, I will go and, you know, spend time with them, and it's just like, what the heck is up with this guy? He's so messed up. And like I always say, I like messed up and just douchebag characters, so I'll probably stick around for an episode or two and see how it goes, and just to see how they'll manage the whole marriage thing and whole affair thing, because it's an interesting concept, somewhat. I mean, I don't know, he played a compelling character, and I would say I enjoyed his acting in the sense where he's so just so confused about what he's supposed to do, and the rest of the cast is just alright, I guess, but basically it was somewhat of a draggy first episode as to I don't know what it was going to be about, but I think as it's finished I was like, okay, I can stick around for episode 2, why not? So that's pretty much it. So if you have seen this episode, leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is all for this first impression of Satisfaction Episode 1, Season 1.